The Christmas season. There's just something magical about this time of year. The beauty of fresh fallen snow on a peaceful street, houses lit up with Christmas lights, people arguing about nativity scenes on town property, and a warm cup of hot chocolate in your favorite mug as you're nestled up on the couch with your loved ones. Watching classic Christmas movies as your brightly decorated Christmas tree's lights glisten on a big stack of presents gently nestled beneath the pines, just like Jesus did. The Christmas season is such a huge part of our culture at this point. It's infiltrated just about every facet of media possible. You got your Christmas songs, you got your Christmas movies, and yeah, Christmas video games too. Now, to be honest with you, there aren't a ton of video games that are solely devoted to Christmas. Most of them are lacking in entertainment value one way or the other. They were either made in a huge rush to get them out in time for the Christmas season, or they were made by dev teams that are relatively inexperienced, and you just end up with a game that's just not good. Sure, there are a few good ones out there, or at least ones I remember being good from my blissfully ignorant childhood, but for the most part, they're just there. Most big title video games decided to go with a winter-themed level amongst many others to get that holiday feel in there without devoting an entire game to the season. 'Cause who wants to play Mario's Christmas Adventure in July, am I right? I do. I would. I'd play that game. Still, many games don't go for a straight-up Christmas level, but choose instead on a winter level. Yeah, you got your things like your snowman and snow and ice, but it's not that blatant Christmas feel. And I understand that, because once again, who wants to be playing a regular video game and end up with all this holiday cheer when it's 103 degrees out? It just feels weird. It's not right. Just a side note in here. Screw ice levels. Does anyone like these things? Yeah, we get it. You built an ice physics engine. We're all very impressed, but I'm sick and tired of sliding into enemies and off of ledges. It's not fun, it's not clever, it's obnoxious. Stop it. So because a good Christmas level is so hard to come by, I enjoy it all the more when you finally get a good one. And to find a good Christmas level, I need to look no further than one of my favorite video game franchises of all times, Banjo-Kazooie. Just listen to the music. It's joyful and blissful and just sounds like Christmas. The level starts you out on this hilltop in a valley where you don't really see what's going on, the camera purposely facing away from all that's in store for you. And you go down the hill out of the valley, wham! Trees and snowmen and presents and Christmas lights and a Christmas village and sledding. It's Christmas in this video game. I love it. There's so much to look at, there's so much to see. You love exploring the level and finding all the things to find just because it's such a happy place. Even the enemies in this level don't really pose a huge threat, they're just throwing snowballs at you. Aw, happy little snowman. So, I gotta level with you for a minute. Christmas is absolutely my favorite time of the year, no ifs, ands, or buts. I love watching the snow fall, I love baking Christmas cookies with my wife, and I love watching Christmas movies. I have amazing memories of wonderful Christmas dinners, and one of my favorite things is my church's candlelight Christmas Eve service. It's the best. I love giving presents to friends and family and watching their faces light up. Singing Christmas carols and sending Christmas cards are just some awesome ways to celebrate the Christmas season. Just like Jesus did. And who could forget the reason for the season? The big man himself. The person who, without him, there would be no Christmas. Talking, of course, about Santa Claus. Santa was a huge part of my childhood. I loved seeing Santa on the street corners, raising money for people in need. I loved how he took the time to travel all the way down here to sit in the mall by my house and get his picture taken with every boy and girl who came his way. I loved that he took time to read all of our letters and even sometimes respond to them. Santa helped make Christmas, well, Christmas for me when I was young. Not every kid I grew up with got to experience that sense of joy and wonder. And I'm not just talking about that one Jewish kid in my school system. There were a few kids I grew up with that had strict conservative Christian parents. They wanted to make sure their kids knew the reason for the season was the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But Charlie Brown Christmas is still one of my favorite Christmas movies of all times. Not for the nostalgia, but because Linus, one of the greatest theologians of our day, gets up and just starts spitting out the Gospel of Luke to all who will hear him. And I know earlier I made a joke about Santa being the reason for the season, but I know in my heart that Jesus is king and that we celebrate Christmas to remember that, or at least I do. But what if I told you you could celebrate both Jesus and Santa? Yup, it's possible because I did it as a kid. Heck, I still do it as an adult. I love Jesus with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength, but Santa's pretty high up on my list too. Get it? Santa? List? You got it, I can tell. It's there in your eyes. My mom did an excellent job raising me and my siblings, almost single-handedly. She let us have all the fun around Christmas, and that comes with it, writing letters to Santa, baking cookies, leaving some out for the big man in red, and carrots for his reindeer too. We'd decorate the tree while listening to Christmas music, and wake up Christmas morning to see all the presents that Santa left under our tree. And I know now, as an adult, that some kids' parents didn't invite Santa to their house to bring presents. Some of them made it abundantly clear to Santa that he wasn't allowed there, and would either provide gifts for the kids themselves, or in some cases, there would be no presents on Christmas to further emphasize the love of Jesus. I understand the intentions behind this, but I never really thought it necessary. So let me share with you the story of the Buston family Christmas tree. The Buston family Christmas tree was always one of the biggest traditions of the Christmas season. Now, we did all the usual Christmas things like baking Christmas cookies and exchanging presents with our loved ones and all that stuff, but the Christmas tree was like the big deal. We would always go out together as a family and buy a Christmas tree, and we would set it up as a family and we would decorate it as a family, and that became harder and harder to do as the years went on. See, we all kind of got busy. You know, we all got jobs or had after-school activities or just social lives in general. But we would always take the time to get together as a family and decorate the tree, and every ornament on the tree meant something special. Even the ones that looked ordinary to everyone else would mean something significant for us. For example, you know, maybe one of the ones that just looks like a regular bulb was given to us by a dear friend, or we had ones with special dates on them from special events for, you know, either baby's first Christmases or things like that. And the star was always like the big final top of it and just kind of meant a big deal to us. But my favorite ornament that would go on the tree every year would be the one of Santa Claus kneeling down at the manger of baby Jesus. And that was a special deal to us, and probably more so me specifically, because Christmas just gets crazy sometimes, and we get caught up in a lot of the crazy things, and sometimes it becomes more about the tradition than the meaning of Christmas. But that ornament helped remind us that it wasn't about the traditions, and it wasn't about Santa even. And it wasn't even about us. But Christmas was always about Jesus, and will always be about Jesus. And it was kind of cool seeing the reminder on our tree every year that even Santa recognized that. And no matter how crazy Christmas got and how caught up we got in our own traditions, we would always remember that Jesus is why we celebrate Christmas. Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I know that this time of year can be crazy and busy, and there isn't a whole lot of free time to go around, so it means a lot to me that you take the time to check this one out. If you want to see more videos like that, remember to hit that subscribe button, and they'll just kind of pop up on your YouTube page automatically. Or you could just follow me on Twitter at LetsJays, and we can connect there, and I'll let you know when they come out. Special thank you to Fraser, my buddy Zeronium there, who filmed all the Banjo-Kazooie footage for me, because despite the fact that it's one of my favorite video games, I don't actually own it. So he was kind enough to meticulously record every last shot that I needed, and it helped me out a whole lot, so thanks buddy. And also special thanks to my wife, who is my, I don't know, quality editor, who makes sure that the videos don't suck before I upload them, and also helps me with the camera work, because I can't film myself. And all my friends and family who support this and who share the videos around Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media things, I really appreciate your guys' help with all that. So on behalf of everyone here at LetsJays, which for now is just me and my wife, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and hope that you have a great New Year, and we'll see you guys in 2016.